Can Michael Scott beat all of Elden Ring? This is a Ruin Level 1 run, so the only rules I have are to beat all 15 Remembrance bosses without leveling up or summoning. On top of that, I plan to use different weapons for different bosses depending on their unique weaknesses, just to add some variety. Here's how it went, and I hope you enjoy. First, I spend time gathering the essentials: the Physic, Talismans, Crystal Tears, weapons, the Detective's Medallion. Since I can't level up, I'll have to use equipment to reach the stat requirements of all the different weapons I want to use. Now that I'm ready, let's see how these first bosses go. Morga goes down on my first attempt. So does Godric and Renala. Well hey, this isn't too difficult so far. Let's see how Radahn goes. Oh. Crap. Dang it.
Radahn's primary weakness is pierce damage, so I just leveled up this lance to kill him. He has nice long animations for some of his attacks, so you can just hide out underneath those while you're hitting him.
Oh, that's so nice of you, Radahn. Let's go! Next, I make my way up to the capital, killing the Tree Sentinel, Gold Godfrey.
But before I tackle Morgott, I progress some of the Volcano Manor quests to grab the Serpent Bone Blade, in order to take advantage of his slash and poison weaknesses. Let me also take this opportunity to discuss some of the builds I primarily use for this run. The weapon changes depending on the boss, so the main talismans I use are ones that raise your base stats. Other than that, I'm usually either using the Ritual Sword Talisman for a damage buff at full health, or I use the Red Feathered Branch Sword and Twin Bird Kite Shield combo for a higher damage buff at lower health. Other than that, there is some headgear in the game that also increases stats, which you may see me wearing. Time for Morgott. A couple shackles lets me get in a lot of damage and poison buildup. Then in phase 2, he throws his spear a couple times, which gives you a big damage window if he follows up with a jump.
Jump again, jump again. Yes. Oh my gosh. Woo! Now with Morgott dead, I can press on to the mountaintops of the giants, grabbing a couple bell bearings for smithing stones on my way, and with those, I level up the Coated Sword, because the next boss on my list is the Ancestor Spirit, which is weak to holy damage. Like, really weak to holy damage. Got him. With that, I've beaten a third of all the Remembrance bosses. Now it's time to kick things up a notch. I pick up my favorite weapon in the game, the Star Fist, to take on the Fire Giant.
Oh, that's so much damage. Holy smokes.
Let's go! I'm so sorry, I just couldn't resist. Anyway, now that the Fire Giant's dead, I asked my friend Melina to burn the Erd Tree, run through Farum Azula, die to the Godskin duo a few times, before taking a break to run through Lanedale sewers. I do this for two reasons. One, to pick up the Fingerprint Great Shield, which will be important later, and second, to get to the Deep Root Depths to get to Fortisax. With all that done, I level up the Rivers of Blood Katana and grab myself some sleep pots to tackle the Godskin duo. Alright, come on, please go to sleep, Skin. Yes!
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Okay. Drink. Drink. Vow. Cast. Please give me fatty. Please give me fatty. Yes. Let's go! Oh my gosh. Now with them beaten, I can press forward to borrow Alexander's shard to boost weapon skill damage, so I can backtrack to go kill Rykard, who surprisingly gave me a really tough time.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Despised. Oh my gosh, come on. Too far away. Oh my gosh. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh.
Am I a hero? I really can't say, but yes.
Oh, I just needed the right RNG, baby. Woo! Oh, I'm sweating. After this, I begin a whole bunch of running around, prepping as many of the remaining bosses as I can. I run through the Lake of Rot to prep Estelle, kill Nile at Castle Sol to get the second half of the Haligtree Medallion, and run through the consecrated snowfields. Now, to get to Mohg's palace, you have to kill the Sanguine Noble in the snowfield before the teleporter can be used, and this is where the Fingerprint Stone Shield comes into play. I gave it the Shield Crash Ash of War with the Blood Attunement, so now this weapon does both Blood Buildup and Madness Buildup. Plus, you can catch NPCs in a loop to continue damaging them. This shield does have a massive strength requirement, but with every strength boosting item in the game, you can just barely wield it while two-handing. I also wanted to try at least one magic build, so I take this opportunity to go borrow the Academy staff from Topes. This is the highest scaling staff you can wield while being at rune level 1 thanks to other equipment. Finally, I do the remainder of my prep work. I run through Moog's Palace, Miquella's Halig Tree, killing Loretta along the way, and finally the remainder of the Remembrance bosses are within my reach. Wait, no, I forgot. No.
No!
What just happened? This fight was absolutely horrible. The only solid strategy I had for fighting NPCs was the fingerprint stone shield. However, this doesn't work well when you have to fight 3 of them at once.
Okay, almost. You're almost dead. Please stop. Nice. Oh my gosh. Oh, I killed one of them. It's just Lionel left. Oh my gosh. Okay. Please something proc. Okay. How do I heal? Okay. I have no more healing. I just gotta wait for his projectiles to go. Oh my gosh. I swear if my physic runs out before this, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, here. Come on. No. Oh no! What? No!
Yep, my physic literally ran out right before the final hit that would have killed him.
This is the worst.
Clearly, I need to try something else, so I decide to switch things up by grabbing the Magic Glint Blade Sorcery. See, NPCs will react to you casting something, not necessarily the projectile itself, so if you lay down a bunch of traps, they won't necessarily do anything about it.
Oh my gosh, that does some damage. Okay, this might work. Dang it! Roger is gonna be an issue. Dang it! Oh my gosh, okay. Roger is gonna be an absolute major issue. Nice, okay, great. Please don't miss. Okay, good. Yes! Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did it!
With Fia's champs finally beaten, every boss is prepped, and the gauntlet begins. Since I'm here, I start with Fortisax, and I tried to use status effects to give him rot, but honestly, I absolutely hate fighting ancient dragons. Their movement is so weird, and you kind of just flail around under its stomach for a while, missing most of your hits. So after a couple failed attempts, I tried something else. I know you can target his head pretty easily, so I decided to see how viable something like Loretta's longbow can be. I run around to grab a couple magic boosting items like Terra Magica and the Magic Scorpion Charm, as well as Godfrey's Icon. And with all this boosting equipment, I was curious how much damage a single hit would actually do. Oh my gosh. The fact that you can do so much damage to an endgame boss while still being level 1 is absolutely insane with the right build.
I didn't. Let's go! Woo, baby!
Cheese.
Still level 1.
Next up is Estelle, who's primarily just weak to physical attacks, so I bonk him with something with enough range to take out chunks of damage. Yet another example of how much damage you can do to in-game bosses without even leveling your character. So, this is Moog, Lord of Blood, and he's weak to blood loss.
I don't understand that either.
Taking advantage of this isn't too big of a deal with the Bloody Helix. One more Remembrance boss dead. Now for Malekith. I take a quick trip to borrow the Blasphemous Claw from Bernal, and then take out the Serpent Bone Blade again to deal with Malekith.
We're in the endgame now.
Once I wake up in the capital of Ash, the next obstacle is Gideon, who normally would be a big issue for a challenge run, but we can abuse him with a fingerprint shield, so no issues. Past him, we find the first Elden Lord Godfrey. I really wanted to use the Bolt of Grandsax, since he's primarily weak to both pierce and lightning damage, but there wasn't enough equipment in the game for me to meet the massive dexterity requirement. So instead, I opt to use the Frozen Needle for my favorite boss in the game.
Got him.
Thy strength.
Now, it's time to go after Placidus X. This guy is tanky, resistant to basically everything, and hits very hard over wide areas. For this instance, I did add a little survivability to the build, just to make sure I can survive at least a couple specific attacks. And since he's so tanky, I pull out the Anspur Rapier because Scarlet Rot is going to be much needed.
Let's go.
Finally, the final two Remembrance bosses are all that stand in my way, Melania and Radagon / the Elden Beast. Both of these bosses had similar issues. Trying to tank a hit was just out of the question. Both have lots of fast attacks and combos, and getting even clipped by one of these, including Waterfowl Dance, was basically death. Elden Beast has his Elden Stars attack, which homes in on you, and even just getting tickled by it would again mean death. I tried a few different strategies, and after an undisclosed amount of struggling, I decided enough was enough. I would not be beaten. I had come too far just to be stopped by these hooligans. So that's when I thought, what if I just killed them before they had opportunities to get off their insane attacks? What if I just hit them harder? And that is the story of how Michael Scott became the most underqualified regional manager of the Lands Between. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot. This was an absolute blast, and I plan to tackle the DLC next, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again, and have a good one.